talking about that P power. The power of the P. You know which P I'm talking about. Yeah, kitty, 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 kitty.
Oh, okay, got you.
That P.
Right.
That power is real.
Yeah.
It's the difference between a man ascending to his highest potential or whether he stays stagnant and don't really move. And in the worst case, it could drag a man down to his lowest depths.
Right.
Let's talk about it.
Right.
This is OG's Uncut, Conversations on the Culture. I'm your man, Priest, bring you that perspective. And we got the cousin and co-host, T-Rex.
Yes, sir. Yes,
ready
sir.
to wreck shop.
Right.
How you feeling today, man?
All right.
We in here, man.
Yes, sir.
We got a sensitive topic, man. You ready for this?
Yeah, man.
It's P power, man.
Yeah, P power. Hey,
talk about the kitty.
We got talking about the kitty cat. We ain't talking about the P power like R. Kelly and all these weird guys peeing on women. So we just we're in the time of the season when we say P power, y'all might actually be thinking we talking about P.
Good catch, cuz. Good catch.
Yeah, so we ain't on no Vince McMahon.
We ain't talking about no P Diddy.
Yeah, or no R. Kelly. Or no Vince McMahon is doing PP and throwing doo-doo.
We talking about that 5 little letters that are missing.
P-U-S-S-Y.
P-U-S-S.
Yeah, kitty, like we in the season, everybody loving the golden shower. So we ain't talking about that P.
Nah, it's raining, but we ain't want no gold.
Yeah.
Hey, dog. Mace said something interesting that I talked to you about yesterday.
Right.
In the conversation. He asked the host, Stat. He said, so a woman ain't got nothing to do with a man's aura? And you know the background because it was a football player who was like supposed to be real good. He had a chick with him. He was decent. But then he broke up with a chick, went to a different school, superstar now. And it was like, I was a chick. Once he got rid of her, he went up. And so Mace kind of ran down a few examples of like a dude who was with a chick. And then after he broke up with her, he shot to the top. So his question is like, I want to incorporate that today. Does a woman have anything to do with a man's aura? That's that P power. So let's open that up, man. You ever been under the influence of P power? The kitty?
Oh yeah.
Anything you willing to share? What extent would it make you do?
Oh, I miss 89 days of high school. It was P power.
Oh shit! That's like
where my people had to get a private investigation to understand why I was absent from school for 89 days.
Shit!
I can say it was pussy power because I was like 16 or 17.
She was older though.
Yeah, she was 23.
89 days of high school behind the kitty.
I missed a whole semester.
She was on some cougar though. She had some cougar energy. Even though she was young.
Yeah. It
showed you that you could be a young cougar. Because you was 16, 17 and she was like 23.
Yeah, but I wasn't hooking for nothing because she was 23 though.
Yeah.
It was because of that monkey, man.
But she was still young though.
Yeah.
But I'm saying she going after a younger dude that's cougar energy.
Getting me out of school, I'm playing like she my aunt. Yeah. Everybody saying it, but they thought she was my aunt.
Damn.
But she wasn't my aunt.
Yo, that's wild.
89 days, nigga.
89 days.
Yes.
Did you pass that year?
Nope.
What year was that?
Wait.
So look, the pussy power dragged you down.
Dragged me down.
It dragged you down. You ain't even. So you repeated what grade?
11th.
Damn.
Yeah.
Pussy power for me. It made a player out of me.
Made you a player?
Made me a player.
Oh, okay. I can see that.
Because the first time I was hypnotized by that, I was like, oh shit, this, you know what I'm saying? Like, this could last. Like, I'm into this.
Right.
But then when I came from under that spell and we broke up,
right,
I was like, nah, I ain't going back that direction.
Right.
After that, I just made an adjustment to where, in my mind, and Tutu and them will tell you, I ain't never had a girlfriend. Good, bad, or ugly, but it just helped me change the power dynamic I went in relationships with. So I was in charge after that.
Right.
Of my love experience. And I ain't saying I wasn't under the influence again before, after that, but I handled it differently. Right. And it kind of shaped how I control the power dynamic when it came to the P.
Yeah.
So after that, man, I always had, they started coming for me after that.
Right.
In a different way.
Right.
In a different way. So it was a threshold for me, but I ain't missed no 89 days of school, dog.
I went on a hiatus.
That's wild, man.
Yeah, Pussy Power did that a couple of times where nigga was like on sabbatical. Like KIMIA, nigga, I was like missing in action. Yeah, I was like hibernating under the coochie, dog.
Damn.
Like a bitch put roots on me or something.
She had it like that.
Yeah,
she had it like. I got a couple. I got two other stories. Well, one other story that really was transformative. I ain't gonna go into it. Let me ask you this: you want to go the high side or the low side of Pussy Power? You want to go Coretta Scott King or you want to go Jada Pinkett? Which way? High or low first? Let's go high.
Yeah.
So we talked about how some women, the way they use their feminine energy, that P power, they really know how to make a man multiply.
Oh yeah.
Back to that aura thing. They know how to let him maximize his presence, which is huge, because for a man, the bigger his presence, the bigger his name, the more his connections, the more money he can bring in.
Right.
All behind how she's operating in the background and helping him out. You mentioned Kobe Bryant wife. I don't know her name, but I know her face. Vanessa.
That's it.
Vanessa. Speak to that. How you was like what she did for Kobe's aura.
Cause they was young. Kobe was a young dude, and she was young
when they first met.
Yeah, she didn't do no hood rat shit.
Okay.
She didn't defame his name. She didn't try to embarrass him. She actually handled that situation.
You got to slow it down a little bit, because you went from when they was young. You talking about like when he had the scandal.
Yeah.
How she handled that.
Yeah.
Okay.
She didn't wild out when they was asking him questions. She stayed poised. She didn't get no facial expression. When he was talking, she was looking at him attentively like everybody else. Yeah. She wasn't doing all this and doing none of that. She was just sitting there, like, not looking at him like a nanny boo-boo, that's what you get. She just looking like everybody else, like, explain yourself. We know you a superstar. You made a mistake. Yeah. And all is forgiven. I think where Kobe was, he was embarrassed that he got caught. He was embarrassed and ashamed because he knew the girl that he got would never do that to him.
Right.
And for her to not trip and not put added pressure on him for what he did, I think that's when it really hit home. That's when he really felt bad, and he kind of like broke down and apologized, because he was like, damn, I'm lucky to have a girl like this. Right. And what I have to keep bringing, this dude was young. Yeah. And she was young. She handled this shit like a mature ass woman.
2003 or 4.
Yes, they wasn't married that long. Yeah. He just, I think, he may already had a kid by her.
He had only been in the league a few years.
Yes, and she was young.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, she handled that shit like a true professional at a young age. Like, she handled the shit like how Magic Johnson wife Cookies handled it.
Now, a lot of women would have been like, she need to get out of there. He did this, take your money and run. But why we saying that she the high side of Pussy Power was because the loyalty and support she gave him, he reciprocated that back. And because he wanted to show her that he was the man that she believed he was, it strengthened his resolve. I remember Kobe had like 3 45-point games back to back or something like that after the scandal. And I think that energy came from him wanting to secure his family. And it really made him focus in. And like
show how much he appreciated what she not throwing him under the bus.
It catapulted him. That's when he transformed into the Black Mamba.
And I add more to it. She never went on no talk show or did nothing to defame him. She didn't go on Ellen DeGeneres. She didn't try to go on nothing. She actually she stayed in her lane. Everybody knew she pregnant. They knew who she was. They knew that she married. They knew she had a kid. But she always stayed behind the scenes. Even when that shit, only time you saw her is when she was walking with him in the courtroom or when he was being interviewed. After that, you didn't hear shit about her, and you didn't hear her complain or go on no talk show.
She stood by that man's side, and that man showed his loyalty by stepping his game up. His aura magnified. That's when he became the Black Mamba.
That's where he got his name.
And the good side, and what we saying is, she didn't go to the tabloids or nothing like that. Because had she done that, now his attention, his focus is splintered. He can't just focus on the game because of how his wife is moving, how she responding to that. You know, he got to pay money to lawyers. He got to talk to lawyers about managing his image and all of that, because maybe she's bringing up dirty laundry from the household now because of how she feel. So it's fucking his focus up in public. But because she kept it together, it allowed him to step his game up big time. Black mama. Big shout out to Vanessa Bryant.
Oh yeah.
For that. I don't know. Of course, we don't know him personally, but looking from the outside, we see the transition, and we see that same transition with other people. You mentioned Cookie and Magic Johnson. Let's talk about that.
Hell yeah. People, I got to address this up real good. This is when AIDS was hot. HIV was hot.
It was death.
It was like when COVID came out.
Yeah.
If you sneeze, people was scared. And he got it. This is when it was the mecca, when people it first hit the scene.
You ain't know how, you know, if it came off of sweat or nothing.
Yeah,
he was an athlete.
He was an athlete. And she did not say nothing bad about
his wife, Cookie. Stuck with him.
Yes. Stuck with him for all these years. And he got a sexually transmitted disease.
Yeah.
And she still stayed with him. And he's still living. And she ain't divorced him, and he done became a billionaire.
And see, that's the other side. Y'all gotta catch the pattern of the hot side of the pussy power. Vanessa Bryant helped transform Kobe into Black Mamba. Cookie helped Magic Johnson become the billionaire business mogul that he is. And this is why, because we talked about that last night. Women have a strong ability to see star power in a cat.
Yeah,
they got a aura detection system where she can be like, oh, this dude got something going on, and she got to make a decision when she recognizes that. Do I want to go in selfish and exploit that? Do I want to go in with a short-term mentality and get what I can and run? That's the chicks who run to the tabloids and shit. Or do I want to stand by his side and push him, give him a secure, safe environment so he can maximize that presence and everybody eat for generations? That's what Cookie did. Powerful shit, dog. Powerful shit.
One.
Who that?
Carmelo Anthony.
Ooh la la. Ooh la la la.
She's a down ass.
She down, dog.
She got that P power on the plus side.
She down.
Even Carmelo said, I cannot never say nothing about my kid's mother. I love her. He said, I wouldn't be where I'm at, and I wouldn't be making the money that I'll be making had not she did what she did. They asked her, what do you want? She said, I don't want nothing from him. I just want to make sure he do right by his kids. And that was it. And I think Carmelo got it, and he said that. He was like, oh no, I ain't got nothing bad to say about her.
Yeah.
Me and her solid.
And he got it. She need anything.
He said, and he said that. Even if to this day, if she asking for something, she got that.
Easy.
And if you notice, when she did that and held him down, she was in Think Like a Man. She started showing up in a lot of movies.
She carved out her own lane.
Yeah.
She stand alone from Carmelo. She ain't attached to him no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how she played that.
Oh yeah.
And that's smart on her behalf. And I'm sure he used his influence to pull strings behind the scene where necessary to collaborate with her. I ain't saying he put her in no position. I'm saying if he could grease the skids anywhere and make shit easier, I'm sure he did that.
Oh yeah.
Big loyalty, man.
And yours.
Who that?
The dynamic duo. Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Oh man.
I keep forgetting about Beyonce and Jay-Z because the way they handle it. I keep forgetting until somebody bring it up like you brought it up. I said, damn, I did forget about that.
Tough.
But the way they handle it, they did it so quick. Everybody got, it's almost like for you to bring that up, you make yourself look bad.
I got to put on my shades for Beyonce and Jay-Z.
People get feeling like, why you bringing up old shit? Like on what's that on Friday?
Yeah.
Why you bringing up old shit?
That's
like,
how powerful her
they recover from that quickly,
bro. Like,
and I think both of them are like billionaires now.
They both billionaires, and they had the elevator situation where Solange smacked his hand. It was like, oh, it's drama, it's trouble in paradise.
Yeah.
They was quiet. Then Beyonce came out with Lemonade, where she was like something, let them alone. No, something about Becky with the good hair. So it's kind of confirming that Jay-Z cheated. Then Jay-Z came out with, I forget the song, but he was like, "Let me alone, Becky with the good hair." Yeah. So they confirmed it, but they made money off of it. Smooth.
Quick, fast,
smooth.
And hurry.
And she ain't dirty him up. She used her art to elevate the conversation.
And then what's so crazy about it, he blew up with the contract to do the halftime shows with the rappers. And then Beyonce do that mega jank at halftime with the country jank.
Hey, dog. And here go the other player thing that I told you that Jay-Z did. Kobe bought his wife a $4 million ring. I was married at that time to his mom. You know what I'm saying? And I remember us having that. She was like, "Yeah, that's Kobe though." You know, he brought her a $4 million ring. And I'm like, "Damn, your loyalty ain't like that." But Jay-Z didn't do a $4 million ring. This nigga got his wife a Grammy. That shit player. Yeah. He used his aura, his presence to reprimand the Academy when, I forget which album it was. And y'all watching, y'all probably know. And he made like a 1 or 2 line comment about maybe her deserve. It wasn't in Kanye fashion. Right. Like Kanye, it wasn't like that, but it was smooth. She should have got it. She didn't. I think it was the next year. She did the country shit. She got it, and he came back. They got it right or whatever. Yeah. This is player. Yeah. This guy used his influence to go through the Academy to make them reward his wife work.
Right.
Whoo! This nigga player.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And that's all that call in response to the P Power. You know, he did some pimp shit in response to the P Power. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Man, one of my that's one of my favorites. But before we go to the downside of it, man, we kind of been touching the downside of it a little bit. But you can't forget Coretta Scott King, man.
Oh yeah.
She still get brought up in lyrics.
Oh yeah.
I think Fab mentioned her in that I'm a movement by myself, but I'm a force when we're together with Neo.
Oh yeah.
Movement by myself. Mm-hmm. He was like, but you got to be Coretta if I'm gonna be king. Yeah. She still get that energy. Yeah. Because she held Martin down. Martin went through some shit.
Yeah.
Martin, you know how much time he had to give to the people? Like he's like, not only he's above a pastor. Yeah. So his platform is based in the church, but he belonged to the community with his gift and skill set, and she had to be patient to allow him out of the house like that. Right. Doing all this work that wasn't bringing money like that. Mm-hmm. And then him going to jail on top of that. And then him maybe having some side pieces.
Oh yeah. Whew. For sure.
That's powerful, man. That whole song, Make Me Better. Right. Fabulous feature Neo. Right. That song is what we talking about with all these ladies. Vanessa Bryant, Cookie, Magic Johnson wife, Coretta Scott King, Lala and Carmelo. Right. This is that song, Make Me Better featuring Neo. Right. That's the upside of the P Power that we talking about. Yep. A woman who know how to come in. Listen to Fab verse. You know, she keeping me on my A game, all of that stuff. She, a woman can help a man translate his aura into its maximum potential. Yeah. When she holding him down. It ain't just about sex. You said this when we talked. You was like, because she can see who he is and she believe in who he is. Mm-hmm. Even when he make mistakes, she believes, nah, this is a good man. And it makes sense for me that when I deal with a woman, an important question always has been to me is, does she believe in me? That's all, and I didn't know why, but that's always been a central question. Mm-hmm. But when I feel like she don't believe in me, it's almost like a deal breaker. You don't believe in me. Right. It's gonna cause problems because she gonna question your moves, your leadership, what you're doing, and it fractures your focus. It fractures your resolve. Mm-hmm. And when your resolve, a man needs his resolve to be able to become a Black Mamba. Yep. To be able to become a LeBron James shit. Give it up for his wife. Yep. LeBron James' wife now.
Yeah, we didn't even bring her up.
We didn't brought her up.
Yeah. But he didn't even have no situation where he did any from as far as what I know, he ain't did nothing to jeopardize his marriage as far as like adultery or infidelity. Yeah,
they had something like somebody DM. They tried to accuse him of coming in or something like that. Yeah. It was nothing. He ain't never had no scandal that like survived headlines. That right. It was
he's a billionaire.
You're a billionaire. But I'm saying, look at how his wife is holding him down. She ain't all in the front, and she got a podcast now, but she don't never do nothing to bring negative attention to his name. Mm-hmm. She only positioned herself for him to get bigger because she know when he get bigger, she get better. She eat. Mm-hmm. And the women who are really down, they understand that. He ain't perfect, but I see who he is.
I think women naturally, the downside that I could say, that women know how they molded to see talent. And they know which guys to go after.
Nigga.
That's green. Nigga. And they can take advantage of them.
Nigga,
so I just can't say
they talent scouts, dog.
They talent scouts. They keep collect data. Yeah, like they know math. They know math.
They know math. Women are talent scouts, nigga. You think it's the damn the coaches who come from the colleges and the NFL who scouting? Nah, them chicks out there scouting just as much. They see that star power just as much as a talent scout. But go ahead.
Yeah, and they know if they don't get it on. They got so much of a system how they do it. They know how to handle a simp, and they know how to handle a nigga that's an alpha dog. A simp, he gonna get, to me, they collect data with him so they get theirs on the front end. With an alpha dog, he got his discipline and he has his routine, his discipline and determination.
Yeah.
And he don't allow a woman to throw him off his game.
Right.
He actually throws in her face like, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have this or that.
Yeah.
That's an alpha dog.
Mm-hmm.
And he keeps her in her place, supposedly. But when he retires, or right when he's about to retire, or she sees that you don't have that star and it's starting to dwindle, she's gonna get hers on the back end, meaning you let your mouth override your ass, she want a divorce. She not happy no more. She end up having sex with the trainer.
Damn, who did that?
Shaq's wife.
She did?
She was fucking the nigga that was
damn.
Or whatchamacallit. Drew Bledsoe's wife did it. Her wife, his wife cheated on him.
I feel like it was somebody else who got with the trainer recently.
I don't know what it is about them trainers.
You a trainer, you should know, nigga.
Yeah.
The trainers, man, they dealing with the body.
Yeah,
they got permission to break the touch barrier with you.
Yeah, they got access and everything.
They understanding you on the physical level, and they exploit that game.
Uh-huh.
They talking to you, oh, you look good, you doing good. They affirming you physically and all that, your features.
But most of the time when women do that, they fed up.
That's facts.
Cause Shaq even admitted he was like that's why he didn't trip when it happened, because it was like he knew and she knew what he was doing, and most of these women know, like you hear that they say
Shaq Lord, he still got him.
They how can I say it? They say it like it's a cliche, but it's the truth. That when you got a nigga that's got millions, he got hoes. Mm-hmm. And women know that.
Yeah, women know that because they be the hoes.
Yeah, and guess what? They may not get it on the front end, but they get it on the back end. Yeah. When they divorce, they getting some of that money, whoop-de-whoop. But on the front end, it's mostly the guys that don't look apart, and they know if it wasn't for their talents and their success, they know they wouldn't get that woman.
Facts.
So they, most of the time, them women get theirs on the front end.
You got a lot of bottom feeding women out here, though. You know, you got a lot, because all women, I think, got the natural ability to scout talent. They and they see, but the kind of woman they are determines how they can help nurture that talent, whether they're going to be selfish, grab and go, or whether they're going to stay down and go up. You know what I'm saying? I think most of the women out here now are in the mindset, it's like a whole culture. And I just heard a woman say this online. She was like, and she looked back and said, sorry ladies, but we in a whole culture right now. You know what I'm saying? Where women are conditioned to scout talent for short-term game, and then to try to make their star rise up off of that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, and I think that's like at the everyday level. But I was thinking, when you was talking, I was thinking about Will and Jada, and how Will became a megastar. And Will was kind of like the song. I'm a force all by myself, but no, I'm a movement by myself, but I'm a force when we together. Will was already a movement. He was Fresh Prince. He had the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He naturally stepped into movements, but then he pulled in the girl who attention was really, heart was somewhere else, and then he turned a lot of his energy to try to prove himself to her.
Yeah,
and it just made him look weak.
Yeah, that person that her heart was somewhere else.
Yeah,
was Tupac.
Yeah,
Let's keep it at 100. I mean, shit, dog.
Tupac had a lot of hearts like that, though.
Yeah, and he knew he could never. He came out. He'd have did better coming out hardcore, but you came out summertime. You never came out as a gangster. So now she with Tupac, he gangsta and all this. Dog, don't mess yourself up trying to be a gangster.
That's where you mess up. He should have stayed in that lane. It's like Ja Rule
and 50.
Yeah, Ja Rule should have stayed in this lane. He was the man. He was an alpha right there. Don't try to go and be an alpha on somebody else's lane.
Yeah.
Summertime is a classic, dog.
Yeah.
I don't care where you at. You put that and that thing's like a It's a classic.
I think if he would have stayed Will Smith and didn't try so hard, I think what he wanted out of Jada, she would have gave it to him. But when you starting to try to be tough and do all that, and I mean, he may not have did it in rapping. He might was trying to act a thug in the home and all this, and then he
trying to measure up to that.
And then I don't think it was Will Smith. I did come up with an open relationship. I think that was more so Jada.
Probably her.
Because she needed, since she married you, she still need that.
She want that other thing. Yeah, and I think, but you see how that pussy power can get a man off his square?
Yeah.
Will naturally, he's like a street dude that ain't, he ain't hardcore like a gangster.
Yeah.
But he can operate in that environment comfortably. He belongs in that environment. He's just another version of a street dude. But because Pac was a different type of dude, he trying to reorient himself to show her I can be that too.
Yeah.
And that's just bringing you off your square and it's making you look weak to her, and she gonna start treating you like you.
I don't think it was his idea for them to have an open relationship. I think that was more so to make her happy. To me, I think that was a simple move. Now, if you're gonna do it because you want to have other women, that's cool. But I think his real reason was to make her happy.
Yeah, to make her happy. Yeah.
He knew that, and she knew deep down inside, you not that type of dude.
Yeah.
And for you to try to be that dude, you look weird. You look stupid.
Because she's splintering his attention because he's trying to become something that is pleasing to her. What any of us need is a woman who sees who we are and believes in that.
Yeah.
Then you ain't got to try to be nobody else. You ain't got to try to measure up to Tupac. That's Pac. Yeah. I respect him, but nigga, I'm me.
Yeah.
But
and I think she would loved him more for that. But the harder he tried, all you doing is making her wish she had Pac still.
Yeah, you making her because you're showing her that this guy, his energy got that much gravity that it's pulling you off your square. You just affirming to her that he is who she think he is. Look who
she cheated with a young dude that's a thug or pretending to act like a little thug.
Yeah.
So that's confirmation right there.
That's crazy, man. I think what I would say
she didn't feel bad about it neither.
Nah, she didn't feel bad. In fact, she created a whole fucking lane. She went to the red table. I don't even hear about that no more.
Yeah.
The red table and having these conversations. Got this nigga out here trying to like be a man and be vulnerable and all of this, nigga. You shouldn't even be in that position. If your woman is really down for you, she's not gonna do something that's gonna shit on your name in public because your name is your money. Your aura, your presence is what attract business to you.
Yeah, pussy make you change gods.
Who said that before?
For Harlem Night.
Harlem Night.
Yeah, that's bad. Pussy make you change gods.
Make you change gods.
Yeah, man.
That's some bad pussy.
Like I said on the phone too, religion.
Hey.
With Christianity. That's all pussy power.
I had some pussy that introduced me to God. I came close to that. They made me change God.
Yeah.
But it brought me it brought me face to face with the Creator.
Why you think women go to church? Because that magnifies their pussy power. Man, most men that go to church.
Pussy brought me to church.
Most times when men go to church, they looking for a wife.
That's right.
And I know when I started going to church, the first thing that I said to myself when I started going to church is I gotta be right by the Creator, and I'm gonna think about Him. I'm not fucking nothing. I'm not doing nothing until I find me a wife.
Yeah.
So guess what? That ain't no different than. And women know that men when they go to church they behaving themselves, especially down there. They ain't jerking off. They ain't looking at no porn or nothing. So guess what? When they finally get some pussy. it feels way more powerful than what it is. And it's not because you had pussy, you ain't had it in long. That's like you ain't ate. And you ain't ate in 3 days and somebody put a steak down, ain't got no seasoning, but for some reason it tastes good because you ain't ate in 3 days.
You ain't ate in 3 days. It's like shopping when you're hungry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm glad you brought this up because it made me think of how church can fuck up your aura.
Yeah, so, you know, when you in church, man, that's where the pussy power, and that's why I believe it's more women in the church than it is men. Because men don't want to relinquish that part of them waiting on no fucking wife.
We asked the question, does a woman have anything to do with a man's aura? Can she affect it in a good or bad way? We answered that question.
Right.
Now I'm going to raise a question. Does church have anything to do with a man's aura?
Hell yeah.
Nigga.
I just said something part of it.
Nigga. My church changed my aura, dog. Ask Tutu. I was a different nigga. He was like, I don't know this nigga. Who is this? You know what I'm saying? After I went into church and I started becoming indoctrinated, the Creator put me on that path. I understand that now because I was building something and I came out the other side. But at that time, church changed my aura. It shrank my aura. It shrank my swag. And I remember feeling like when I finally linked up with something, I remember feeling like my energy was different.
Right.
Because when I came to church, I had my normal aura. And not talking shit or anything, but ladies were interested. You know, when I was me. I was my normal self. I was magnetic, whatever, and there was a lot of interest going on. But after I started drilling back down and getting seated in religion and everything, and then linked up with something, I felt like that shit felt like it was absent. I felt different. I felt, I can't even really describe it, but I could tell that energy was gone. And after I came out of religion, I started gaining that shit back and had to reclaim it. Religion fuck up your.
This is downside. This ain't the upside of this.
This is the downside of religion. Yeah, now, if you're on the leadership side of religion, you got space to exercise your aura.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you're a leader.
Yeah. You got side to exercise your order, and you got exercise to play around when you're a leader.
Yeah, you got space.
Yeah, you can flirt with women, have sex with women.
You can do all of that shit.
Yeah, but when it comes to that religion, man, the whole thing is pussy power, dog.
Damn.
It's all pussy power. It's no downside.
It's a pussy play.
It's not a downside to that.
Oh, you mean it's not an upside to it?
Yeah, I mean, it's not an upside to it. It's a straight downside to it.
Facts.
When women go to church, they
trying to get the upper hand.
They trying to get the upper hand. And when men go into church, they not thinking about getting the upper hand or nothing. They just trying to look for a good woman.
Right.
And when women see men coming to church, they like, okay, this guy is not messing around. He hung up his belt. He don't want to be a player no more. Like, I think that's how I don't want to be a player no more. That's how women are looking at men, especially if you single.
Yeah.
And you dressing right, you handsome, you well established. Oh yeah, they know that their pussy power is going to win.
You there for the picking, and that they know that pussy power got way more leverage than it does at other time because you done shut down a lot of shit. In your aura. I ain't got a better way to describe it right now, but yeah, you're right. The whole church setup, Christianity. I can't speak to Islam, but that's a pussy play. Any
woman that's single going to church, she looking for a man. Any single man that's going to church is looking for a woman. They can say all day they trying to get their life right and everything. Really what they saying, they trying to get their life right to find the right woman.
You did.
And women are coming to church trying to get their life right so they can find them a good man. But how it goes down, that pussy power is going to win over that man.
Yeah, you got that leverage in that man.
And then when that starts to die out, that they realize they really didn't, how can I say it? I believe this. A lot of times people getting married is just so they can fulfill their sexual desires.
That's true.
And then once that sexual desire is gone, now you trying to search and look for what can I do to keep this woman, or you got to keep convincing yourself. And I think that's why the divorce rate is high in marriages, because people saying God put us together, woo, woo, woo. But really, y'all really is trying to quench y'all sexual desires. So once that is gone and that dried out, which probably is within a year or two.
Yeah.
Now y'all praying to God and everything to help y'all marriage stay together.
Because you got that post clarity and you see who you're really dealing with.
Yeah.
And you see that whether or not she really see you and believe in you, or whether she got like a short-term vision in you. Yeah. And I'm not even saying a woman is coming with like a explicit plan in her mind. Some are, but some are they just don't see you. They don't have the capacity to take you from a Kobe to a Mamba, from a Magic Johnson to a billionaire. They don't have that capacity because they can't see you and they can't support you like that. But y'all getting married because you want some low level desire shit. You starving. And you going shopping in the grocery store and everything look good. And you grab some shit off the shelf, you make a lifetime decision, and you start eating like this shit ain't even that good.
Even the Bible says it's better to marry than to burn.
It do. It try to push you into that motherfucker.
Go in there so you can
get your ass in there.
And then once it die out, now you contemplate like
that's a pussy.
God said that we don't supposed to divorce and all this, and now you torment it. Now you cheating on your wife. Now y'all having marriage counseling because y'all went in. Y'all just got together to fulfill that desire,
and that's God's word.
That's God's word.
God's word, kicking you in that matrimonial door on some pussy power stuff. It's better to marry than to burn. That lust, you gotta. Oh man, that's so. and see, this is why I was talking to a Christian recently, and I'm telling them the thing about Christian morality is it's artificial. What it does is it creates rules instead of flow. Real moral principles, universal principles teach you how to harness your energy and use it in a way that's gonna grow. That's morality. In a way that's not harmful, but it's helpful, it's growing, it's increasing power. Religion just draws boundaries and borders and says, stay in here, don't go there. And that's why people end up in an unnatural position, and then when they get tempted, boom, they explode. And that's why they say the biggest freaks in church with these women. You using your pussy power on the cats in the congregation, but you busting it open for the nigga on the street who don't go to church.
Yep.
Because you can hide that secret over there with the street dude. He ain't coming in church.
No, sir.
But you come in there and then, you start controlling the choir boy with that thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dog. It's crazy, man.
Well, you got any more downsides to it?
Let me see. I think the culture, I think in general, the dating pool is that. It's the downside of pussy power right now. And for men who are really looking for a woman like the song, You Make Me Better, you got to sift through all the short-term chicks who talent scouting and who just looking to grab and go. You got to sort through them. It's a lot of them out there. It's rare to find one who really can see you. That's my measure. Can she see me?
Right.
Because if she can see me, she can believe in me.
Right.
And then when shit go left, right, up, and down, she got a North Star.
Right.
I know who this nigga is. I believe. This just a temporary setback. I'm staying down. Vanessa Bryant stayed down. Claretta Scott stayed down. She saw who he was. Cookie stayed down with Magic. Lala stayed down with Carmella, even though they separated. She stayed down. And look at where them guys went. This is the kind of woman I'm looking for, but it's the dating pool is full of them other chicks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So so that's, I ain't got no specific example, but that's how I see the field.
Okay. I wonder about, did Bill Cosby's wife still stay with him?
I think she did, man. So much went on with him, but I think she did.
Yeah.
And I would say a positive look at that is that you can't think of no headlines when she's speaking. You can't think of none of them.
Damn. I know I never heard her divorce him. I don't even know her name.
Yeah.
We know we married, but we never, that's how down she is. But out of all this stuff you been at, you ain't heard nothing about her.
She see that nigga. And she see who he is, and that's a big challenge for y'all ladies. How you gonna use your talent scouting ability? Are you gonna be short term and be like, I'm grabbing and going? I'm just grabbing long enough for him to start surfing the wave. I'm gonna take my shit and go, or are you gonna see if you can find a nigga who got some upside and you down to build with him? That's That's a big question, man.
Heck yeah.
That's a big question, man. I think the energy feel like final thoughts, man. You got any final thoughts, or you?
Nah. I mean, pussy power could be used for good. It could be
tremendous.
It could be used for bad. But I will say this: women naturally, they're taught through social engineering how to hunt and dissect a guy and realize if they're gonna get it on the front end or the back end. They're natural hunters.
They natural hunters.
They natural hunters, and when guys gotta understand that you thinking you choosing them, but they're choosing you.
That's facts. And and the thing is, cause we hunt outside, they hunt inside.
Oh yeah.
We hunting out there to go out and scout and build whatever. They hunting you, nigga.
Yeah.
You what they hunting.
Yeah.
And if you don't understand that they hunting, you don't know how to sift them and sort them.
Yeah.
You end up, and Travis Scott, the verdict's still out on him. I'm wishing him the best, but we did a whole episode around him about Silk because we think that she might be one of them short term.
Yeah.
But we gonna see, man.
Like some of us just eat the bacon or ham. A woman eat the whole pig. She eat the pig ears, the chitlins, the bacon, the ham, the feet.
What you talk about?
That's when a woman gets a man, they eat him all the way down to the bone. Some of them crack it open, suck out the bone marrow.
What?
Women take everything from a man.
Oh,
She's just not eating one part. Like when you eat a pig, people like, I like bacon, I don't do no chitlins, I don't do this. I'm just using this as a metaphor.
She make full use of that.
She make the full use of that pig.
Damn.
And that's how women hunt. They just don't get a man just because he look good. He gotta have this, and they collecting data all the way down. They very accurate that they know like when I do leave this nigga, I'ma have this and this and this when I leave him.
You speaking game because remember what I said in the Travis Scott episode about the Black Widow spider?
Yeah. The
Black Widow spider is the female and that it mates with the male and after it eats them. I don't know if you remember that. I said that. That's what you bringing back around. So that for the low side of pussy power, you got some Black Widow ass chicks out here. They consumers. They not producers. And you are the meal. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference. If a woman can see you and she down for you and believe you, she's a producer. She helps multiply you like Kobe and all these other examples we gave. But if she the opposite, nigga, she feeding. And depending on how big a spider she is, she might eat you up, nigga. They got songs out here about this shit, man.
Yeah.
Oh, here she comes. Something. She's a man eater.
Yeah.
They been saying this shit. This ain't new. This ain't new.
Men don't use women. They don't use women like they use us. They don't get their full potential out of what a woman is. The most men want out of a woman is sex. They don't get the full use.
That's a short-sighted man, though, right?
But most men are with women with that agenda in mind, and some of them stay with that woman with that agenda in mind, but then they trying to get the full use out of it. She's not allowing it.
We might have to have an episode on player power or pimp power, and no disrespect, but about the leadership side of man, how he get the full use out of a woman. You know what I'm saying? How he relate to a woman in a way that she's increasing him. You know what I'm saying? Because a man got to have that discernment too, to where he ain't bringing in no damn Black Widow.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, shit, I guess that's my final thoughts. You good over there?
Yeah, that's all I wanted to say to close out.
Good, I'm good, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it, man. Y'all comment. You ever been under the influence of that kitty? How far did you go? T-Rex, missed 89 days of school. I'm still tripping on that. I got some shit too. I took a cross-country trip behind some, you know what I'm saying? So I can't hate him. I can't laugh at him. But y'all put in the comments when y'all been in that influence, and don't lie, that don't mean you still in that place, but let's chop it up.
Hey man, I got some crazy stories on pussy power.
Alright man, y'all like and subscribe. Make sure you don't watch and hide. This is OG's Uncut, Conversation on the Culture. Until next time, we out.
Peace.
Peace.